Hey there, Virgo. Thanks for joining me. And let's jump right in. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon card. So the Moon card is sort of an interesting card. It tells you to trust your intuition this month. It tells you to really think about, try to keep track of your dreams. You may have some dreams that, your dreams may help you figure out a situation or um, be even prophetic in some way. And that I would suggest keeping, pen and paper next to your bed and jot them down if you happen to wake up. It's also a time when you can be feeling a little bit emotionally confused. Something may just, and it may not even be like, something that's consuming you, that's really upsetting or anything, but it just sort of on some level, you just may not be feeling that everything's right, or you just may be a little feeling a little confused. Things in the moon, in moonlight, out if you're outside in the moonlight, it can make things, normal everyday things in the daylight make weird shadows and seem kind of spookier or weirder than they are. So you just may not, your senses just may be a little off. Your emotions may be a little off or just slightly unsettled on some level. So we'll see how maybe that might be playing into any of the cards that are coming out. But it also means you can have heightened intuition and and things like that. So okay, so you have the Hanged Man. So when the Hanged Man shows up, for me, it's if say you're obviously this would never happen, but say the traditional card has a man hanging upside down from a tree. So say for some reason, whether someone put you up there or you got caught in a trap like you see in the movies and got hung up and upside down by your leg and you're stuck there. Like there's nothing you can do. You're just hanging there. And so you have a couple of options of what you can do when there are times in your life when things are maybe suspended or not happening or not moving as fast as you want and you really can't do anything about it. It's a little bit of the Seven of Pentacles energy. So you can either sit there and stress and bitch and moan and get all upset and worked up and just make yourself miserable and be angry that things aren't happening as fast or the way you want them to and that you're sort of stuck. That's totally a choice, and I think it's a choice a lot of people would take. But you could also think, okay, well, I'm stuck here. So how can I use this time productively? And the card teaches there are a couple things you could do. One thing you could do is you could just look around and notice that sorry, I'm getting distracted. That being upside down, the world looks completely different. And you could just sort of take that in and look at your surroundings and sort of ponder how changing your perspective and looking at things from a different angle can really change how you view the world. And that's really the lesson behind this card is using times of suspension wisely and trying to look at the situation from a different point of view. I mean, perhaps if you're stuck in traffic, you can sit there and have road rage and be crazy and work yourself up. Or you can say, you know what? I have 10 minutes. Maybe I can do some deep breathing and meditating and send out some positive intentions and appreciate that I have this 10 minutes that I can't do anything about and use it wisely. So it talks about those times when you can change your perspective and perception and how it can actually bring about enlightenment. So anytime you may feel like things aren't happening as fast as you would like, or going the way you want or wish they would, maybe look to see if you can find the blessing in disguise in that situation and be productive with what you have to work with. And you have the Seven of Cups. So this is indecision. So maybe the feeling of suspension is of your own indecision because you do have that Moon card and you're just not feeling um, settled. You just are having trouble making a decision because something just doesn't feel right and you just can't quite pin it down. This indecision. And being an air sign, it's not the most comfortable thing for you guys to have, for your emotions to be sort of driving things a little bit because something you feel isn't quite right and you can't quite put your finger on it. And because of that, you can't quite make a decision. So you feel suspended and like, you're not really in control. And the King of Swords. So it's telling you to drop on your own energy, your own air sign energy. And okay, you got to try to take your emotions out of the situation because for some reason they've crept up this month for you. Make a list, be very analytical, talk to another air sign friend that can help you tease out the emotions that you are sort of bringing into the situation that is clouding your ability to make a decision and feel good about it. You guys got this. You are the King of Swords, so don't be afraid to. If you're feeling emotional, don't be afraid to say, you know what, I need to make a decision from my head this month, not from and remove. Of course, you're not heartless people just because you're an air sign, but so try to think, okay, I need to remove my emotions from the situation and use my head because the emotions are just clouding me and making me have trouble making decision and feel a little off. So this King of Swords will help you move on and get back into the flow. But hopefully you've used this sort of time of suspension wisely and you've gained a new perspective that is going to help you move forward with a different perspective about things and feeling better about things. If you are in a time where you can't get things to move along as fast as you would like, that you use that time wisely. So thank you so much for watching. Take care.